They're onto us again. It's not the best time, is it?
I'm on it. 2 seconds.
Okay, we're close, Initiate. Arnaud and Germain had some kind of confrontation within the next few months, but we don't know where or how it ended. We're counting on you to find out.
Got it. The portal's open.
If all goes well, this is your last forced migration.
Yeah, and if it doesn't go so well, you could go into hippocampal shock and take your meals through an IV for the rest of your life.
Let's not dwell on that, shall we? This might look familiar to you. We're back in medieval Paris, late 14th century. You're outside the city walls now. I suggest you find your way back. Is falling apart. Find the exit, fast. You're nearly there. Follow my voice. Get to the exit, quickly. Okay, Initiate, let's finish this. You're almost home.
Things have changed a great deal since you left Paris.
A great deal to be set right.
And we're no closer to finding Germain.
That's not entirely true. I have a name.
Who?
Robespierre.
Qui a inspiré la création de l'Assemblée publique.
What's all this?
Robespierre. He's declared today a festival of the Supreme Being. A paean to the virtue of the nation and the citizens' duty toward it.
Why does that sound familiar?
As far as Templar doctrine goes, it's a loose interpretation.
We'll never get close to him in the middle of all this. We'd best retire and wait for a better opportunity.
Still thinking like an assassin. This time, I have the plan.
Oh? And what would that be?
Think like a Templar.
Amazing!
Thought we were supposed to be rationalists now.
What's he thinking?
Vive Robespierre!
That's lovely.
Bravo!
Vive la liberté!
The Supreme Being ain't called for Robespierre. I'll eat my hat.
What is he thinking? Ridiculous pomp and circumstance.
I don't know who you are or where you come from, so let me warn you, you don't want to piss me off.
What now?
Robespierre is unassailable. He's got half the guard out in force. We'll never get within 10 yards of him.
Just what I said.
But he's not as popular as he was. The Purgers, the Supreme Being cult. If we can discredit him, he's finished.
Massive public spectacle is the perfect venue.
Exactly. Paint him as a dangerous lunatic and his power will evaporate like snow in April. But we'll need some convincing evidence.
I have an idea where to start. You coming?
Meet me after. I have my own arrangements to make.
Dévisse ton jeu! Ne laissez pas les Hitler!
Let's see. Incriminating evidence. Incriminating evidence. Looks like a diary.
At exactly 5 in the morning, your general recall shall be sounded.
Not quite what I'm looking for. A letter.
Making liberty, good faith, and justice.
Monsieur Robespierre,
Take care that you do not allow your personal ambitions to come before the great work. That which we do not for our own glory, but to remake the world into Malay's image. Jamais.
Maybe something a bit stronger. Merlin, Tallien, Bourdon. These are all deputies of the National Convention. Lists of political figures written in the hand of a man fond of sending his rivals to the guillotine. Yes, these should do nicely.
One cannot reside among men without fear. Generous people. Of worship worthy of him. People, let us surrender ourselves today under his auspices to the just ecstasy of pure joy. Tomorrow we shall again combat vices and tyrants. We shall give the world an example of republican virtue.
Well?
A list of names. 50 or so deputies of the National Convention, all written in Robespierre's hand and all opposed to him.
I imagine those good gentlemen would be quite interested to know they're on that list. First... Monsieur Robespierre brought his own refreshments. Distract the guards. I have an idea.
Distract the guards? Right.
The daggers of fanaticism and the
poisons of atheism. They can no more tear the world from... Yes.
armed with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. They can no more tear the world from... Armed, in turn, with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism.
Christ.
People. They are sacrilegious conspiracies.
Daniel.
People fear no more. People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. That would be the place for. They can no more tell us. People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no more tear the world from... People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no more tear the world. It is wisdom, above all, that our guilty enemies want to drive... We must be generous toward the good. Compassionate toward the unfortunate, and inexorable toward the wicked. We must be compassionate toward the good. Generous, compassionate toward the unfortunate, and inexorable toward the wicked. We must be generous toward the good, compassionate toward the unfortunate, and inexorable toward the wicked. Let us not count on unalloyed prosperity, on triumph over obstacles, or on anything that depends upon the fortune or perversity of another.
Doit être un agent d'un des comités.
Armed in turn.
How did I get? Causes hallucinations. This will make him look mad. Now we have to make him look dangerous.
A list of names.
It must fall into the right hands, anonymously. If our involvement gets out, it'll tip Germain off.
Leave that part to me.